Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to today's class. Today's the topic is the Hartmann procedure. So Hartmann procedure, it is one of the surgical bypass operation in case of the emergency situation or emergency operation. So what happened? It is the normal gut. That means first of all, this is the large intestine. It starts from this part is the appendix. Then it is the ascending colon, transverse colon. This one is the hepatic flexure, and the left side it is the splenic flexure, then the descending colon, and this area which is the sigmoid colon. Finally there is the rectum and anal colon. So it is a normal anatomy of a large intestine. So what happen in emergency conditions, such as think there is a growth. That means there is a growth or in the sigmoid colon or growth in the rectum. So what happened? There is emergency develop. That means there is the chance of development of the intestinal obstruction. So in this condition, to relieve the intestinal obstruction, what we have to do first of all the bypass, and this option is usually known as the Hartmann procedure. So what happened in case of the Hartmann procedure? In case of the procedure, first of all, the disease segment is removed. That means there is a disease in this area. That means the disease in the sigmoid colon, disease in the rectum. So what we will have to do in Hartmann procedure, first of all we have to remove the disease segment. That means the disease segment, it is located in this area. That means in this area. So first of all, the removal of the disease segment. So the first option is the removal of the disease segment. The second one, there is a closure of the rectal stump. That means there is a distal loop, and in case of distal loop, we have to close the distal loop. And finally there is the colon. So finally there is the left-sided end colostomy. So it is the Hartmann procedure. So in Hartmann procedure, there are three important component. One of them, the first one, which is the resection of the disease segment. So this is the first option, which is the resection of the disease segment of the sigmoid colon and sometimes in the upper part of the rectum. Then there is the closure of the rectal stump or closure of the distal stump. So first of all resection, second of all rectal stump closure, and third of all there is the end colostomy temporarily. So this is the three component of the Hartmann procedure. In this figure also, here we can see this is the Hartmann procedure. First of all, there is the resection of the disease segment. Second of all, there is the rectal stump closure or overseen the rectal stump, and the last of one, it is the end left-sided colostomy. So this is the three important component of the Hartmann procedure, and this is usually the Hartmann procedure. Thank you all.